The higher amounts of energy you have, the better potential you have for strong updrafts that could be supportive of some pretty large hail. You could find your air quality index for where you live. That's coming up on the local forecast on the 10s. You could also visit theweathernetwork.com. So meltwater from snow, in addition to the rainfall, could lead to some localized flooding in some areas. You know, a lot of people think farmers markets just fruits and vegetables, but Darlene, specializing in all sorts of delicious looking treats. Can you tell us about Central Western Newfoundland? You're in snowfall all day. Very powerful winds. Winds could be gusting up to 140 plus kilometers an hour, so easily Category 1 strength hurricane winds with this. Blizzard-like conditions here, widespread snow, winds gusting over 90 kilometers an hour, so whiteout conditions are likely. This upper level low is dragging in a lot of cooler air with it, some unsettled conditions. Very heavy moisture transport right into West Texas and western sections of Oklahoma, and that's where the computer modeling is indicating that we're going to see the heaviest amount of rainfall. Above seasonal day, great day to head outside, and be sure to have lots of water if you do so. Ways to stay hydrated, also seek the shade. The clouds doing this type of signature, how they're kind of fanning out like this. Basically what that's indicative of is that the hurricane is in an environment of very weak upper-level wind shear. Fresh blanket of snow, 6 days away from the summer solstice. And we understand you're from Canada, so who are you rooting for?
Oh, Team Canada, man. Go Team Canada.
That's right, go Canada! We'll send things back inside of the studio for more on your forecast. A warm front drifting through southern Ontario, and this warm air is going to override a shallow layer of cold air at the surface. So we do have an opportunity of some freezing rain, but there also could be embedded spin-up tornadoes, which is typical on the northeastern quadrant of a landfalling tropical cyclone. Hey everyone, thanks so much for staying with us here on the Weather Network as our Storm Watch coverage continues. I'm meteorologist Giarratana, following a very active end to the week for many across British Columbia, where it's been pretty quiet the last couple of days. We've had the sunshine, but it's been an Arctic area of high pressure that has been in control. And once this next Pacific weather system meets up with that Arctic air, that's a recipe for accumulating snowfall across much of southern British Columbia. And this will be with us as we head into the next couple of days. So very active pattern setting up for the upcoming weekend as well. But we'll talk about Friday morning first. So the drive to work across the lower mainland, Vancouver Island, most areas seeing just flurries developing by Friday morning. In some cases, some of this snow might not even reach the ground because the atmosphere will be pretty dry initially, but throughout the day on Friday, the atmosphere will moisten up. And so heavy snowfall will develop, moderate to heavy snowfall as we head towards Friday afternoon to the evening, and certainly widespread across much of the BC South Coast. Mixing though across the southern end of Vancouver Island for cities like Victoria. Pre-dawn Sunday, warmer air does surge northward, so we're looking at that potential of some ice pellets or rain-snow mix across the lower mainland pre-dawn Saturday. As that Pacific air tries to kick out that Arctic air, especially by Saturday morning. You start to see some green showing up here across the lower mainland. Could see some cool rain showers in Vancouver, some steady rainfall and some mixing as well. So it's just going to be a wintry mix Saturday morning for the lower mainland, higher elevation staying as just snowfall. So if you're hitting the ski resorts this upcoming weekend, places like Whistler certainly making out with some big time snow. Look at some of the snow amounts here. Vancouver, downtown, around 5 to 10 centimeters of snowfall. You get over towards Maple Ridge, could see 30 plus centimeters, and over towards Chilliwack, potential for 50 centimeters of snowfall through Monday with all these waves of Pacific moisture that'll be moving through. So what an active stretch of weather we have these next couple of days. We'll of course be following it for you all weekend long here on the Weather Network. Gravenhurst, Ontario, not a day to be out on the roads, right? Take a look at those driving conditions. Some heavy snowfall coming down, some big snowflakes, some snow-covered roads as well. We've had these west winds blowing across the Great Lakes. That continues as we head towards our Friday. So pre-dawn Friday, watching areas like Huntsville, Bracebridge, Gravenhurst yet again, also east of Lake Superior. And then Friday afternoon to the evening, we'll see a band of lake effect snow potentially swing through the GTA as those winds turn a little bit more northwesterly. But throughout the GTA, we're not expecting accumulating snowfall. Just a couple of flurries in the air. By Saturday, lake effect starts to ease. You could see the amounts we expect through Saturday afternoon. Some of the hardest hit areas up towards Cottage Country, 30 plus centimeters of snowfall. Central Ontario could also see 20 centimeters up towards the Dundalk Highlands, Shelburne, Markdale, those locations. An approaching cold front moving from west to east across Atlantic Canada, triggering us some light snow showers, also some sea effect enhancement through western Newfoundland. The Avalon Peninsula will see some snow as well. St. John's, a couple of flurries on Friday, nothing too substantial. And trace amounts for St. John's. The southern end of the Avalon, though, could see around 4 to 8 centimeters. Parts of Nova Scotia seeing a few centimeters of snowfall as well. The prairie is pretty quiet overnight. A couple of flurries for Whitecourt and over towards Grand Prairie. Other than that, though, pretty dry. But then we'll watch that moisture from British Columbia across the Rockies by Friday evening. It'll spread across the prairies throughout the next couple of days. Lots to watch here on the Weather Network. We'll show you how to measure snow in our next segment. Stay with us.